That was really good. Hi everyone, it's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy, and little disclaimer before we begin, before we start this review of a movie, because movies and TV, this is what we do here. I just want to let you know, this is a trigger warning disclaimer. To talk about the film I'm talking about tonight requires me to discuss things that will be triggering for certain audiences, particularly involving assault and rape. It's related to the film. It is relevant to the film. It is for the purposes of review. All I'm saying is trigger warning. And the same goes for the film itself. That being said, hi. I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. Movies and TV, this is what we do here. And today we are talking about a movie that, unfortunately, is not getting a lot of business this weekend. It came out this weekend. I'm playing a little bit of catch-up. I didn't get to see it this weekend because other priorities, but I saw it tonight. And that film is The Last Duel. The Last Duel is based on a book. It is directed by Ridley Scott. And it is written in their first film screenplay in 24 years. Wow. By Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, but it's not only Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, it is also terrific filmmaker, Nicole Holofcener. And what's interesting about Nicole Holofcener's involvement is apparently she wrote a chunk of the film dedicated to the female's perspective on the story. I'll explain later. But it's directed by Ridley Scott, one of two films directed by Ridley Scott that is coming out this year, both of which also have Adam Driver. The other one is the upcoming House of Gucci, which is due out this Thanksgiving. Yes, I will be seeing it. Probably with my Aunt Angela, because she really wants to see it. And of the two, this is a really good start. So what is The Last Duel about, and who else is involved? Well, it is set in 1390s France, around the Normandy area, during the time of a young king played by Alex Lothar from The End of the Effing World, as well as that one episode of Black Mirror. You know which one it is. Shut Up and Dance. That's the one, and it is the one with the most disturbing twist of all of them, especially in hindsight. He's the king. His cousin is Pierre, played by Ben Affleck, who is the most anachronistic and the most comic relief, but he is kind of necessary to the film. But within these conflicts, he and the king, on some level, are in conflict with a man by the name of John D. Careau, who is played in the film by Matt Damon. And he is married early in the film to Marguerite de Careau, played in a brilliant performance by Jodie Comer, and his friend slash sort of war buddy slash rival is Jacques Legris, played in the film by the aforementioned Adam Driver. And basically this film is done Rashomon style, and for those who don't know what that is, it essentially is a 2.5-hour film in 3 chapters that are very distinctively The Truth According to Jean D. Careau, the first one, The Truth According to Jacques Legris, and then finally The Truth According to the Lady Marguerite, which emphasizes the words, the truth. Why is that? Well, here's the basic premise. So basically, during the film's events, when the film reaches a certain point, Lady Marguerite, this is where the trigger warning comes in, accuses Jacques Legris of rape, which he very much does, and is pretty horrifying in the film. It is hard to watch, but it is ultimately worthwhile to sit through because of where this movie goes. Essentially, the rape is shown twice in a very interesting fashion, how it's shown from point of view. Basically, we see the same set of events from 3 points of view that with very distinct differences, which is brilliant. But essentially, what it boils down to is, because in this time women were not seen as important, they were seen as essentially property for the husband. Jean challenges Jacques Legris to a trial by combat or duel to the death. It would be the last one that France would have during that period. and to, as he says, let God decide who has lied. And essentially, in that story, that's how the story starts, but what it really becomes is a story about Marguerite and what she's gone through and what she's risking because of this duel and of speaking her truth in a way that is very relevant to now. Let the swordplay and amazing drama begin. Look, I'm going to come around with this. The Last Duel was done dirty by... Oh, man, this is going to sound like a tongue twister. The Last Duel was done dirty by Disney. This movie is, I think, excellent. This is an excellent, excellent, excellent film. It is one of Ridley Scott's very best films, I think, and no one is seeing it. I am really kind of bummed that Halloween Kills is doing... I knew it was going to do better, but it's blowing this movie out of the water makes me so very sad, because this is a... People always talk about we want a drama, an epic drama for adults. A big budget movie of ideas and character and acting and screenwriting. The Last Duel is that movie, and no one is supporting it. And that makes me very sad. And what I love about this movie, and what I think is brilliant about this movie, is there is a scene that tested my limits, and it is the rape scene. The way it's put together is brilliant and horrifying in the way that when it's Jacques Legree's point of view, it is still brutal and still very hard to watch. But it's portrayed in an almost playful way because it's from his point of view and because he's sick. It's even lit a little brighter. When he gets to Marguerite, it's a horror film. And when that moment comes, even more than the first moment, it took me everything not to actually feel physically sick to my stomach watching that scene play out. But the reason I said it was worthwhile is because when the inevitable duel comes, which is the climax of this film, there are stakes, emotional stakes, and there is catharsis, because you're waiting for justice to be served and worried it will not, because anything could go here. And I did not know the history myself. I also love Good Will Hunting, and it's insane how good of a year Matt Damon and Adam Driver in particular are having. He's already given 2 Oscar-worthy performances. Damon's given 3. Between this, No Sudden Move, and Stillwater, he's having a great year, in the way this movie shows point of view and makes you question yourself for those first couple hours, and then the last hour or so really makes you see the Marguerite character and how stealthily and beautifully Miss Comer's performance ties this film together. She needs to get a nomination for Best Actress. She needs to. It's not a question. She needs to. Because her performance is so... I'm gonna, cry just talking about it. To play a person who went through what she went through, and then to be put on a public stage speaking her truth and being shamed, which very unfortunately seems to be the treatment of women even today. That was centuries ago, guys. To go through that, and then to even show regret because of your child, and loving your child and not wanting to say goodbye to it, and going and risking what she risked. There's a line in the trailer that in the movie, it sounds off in the trailer, but in the movie it really works, where it's very much where Matt Damon gets crossed with Jodie Comer, who is very dignified and very quiet, and this is her big moment where he says, I'm risking my life for you, and she says, you're risking your life for your own station and pride. Exactly. You're risking my life. Exactly. This is an amazing piece of art. And also, even beyond that, as a film, the battle sequences in this film are amazing. They are visceral. They are well done. The screenplay is terrific. It has even weirdly enough, some humor in it. It has deeply, deeply moving moments. Weird casting choices that honestly pay off. It was weird kind of seeing Joey Pants in this movie, but he was good. Affleck is really playing up. He's basically like imagine the 13th century equivalent of what Weinstein's lawyer probably was, and then essentially he's playing. Look, there's not much more to say on the film itself. I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna fire the warning pistol, guys. Bang. 5 stars out of 5 for The Last Duel 2021. What are you doing? Whatever you're doing, it's working. There's a lot of good movies, y'all. There's a lot of good movies this year. It's really... you're going to either get a lot... I'm either going to have to whittle it down and really, really say goodbye to some movies, or you're just going to have a long list this year. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, we still have, like, 2.5 months of 2021 left, and by God, what a great year for movies and television. This has been a great year. So, 5 out of 5 stars for Last Duel. Let's close the book on it. Amazing film. Please go see this film. And also, check out another review I think you guys should check out from this, which I waited till after the movie to watch. Breakfast All Day, with Christy Lemire and Kate Walsh. A great... I think that's her name. I apologize if I got your name wrong. A terrific discussion about this movie. Go check that out. It's really... They basically... Touche. Everything to what they say. So, a great movie and an even better performance from the terrific Miss Jodie Comer. Excellent, excellent, excellent film. Ridley Scott, you made one of your best works, sir. Please watch The Last Duel. Please go see it. It's an effort. It's hard to watch at times. It's long, but it's worth the investment. Alright, but I did see this in a theater because that's where they're showing now, so let's talk some trailer trash. We did get some trailers this time. Let me... Bear with me. And it's some new ones. The Black Phone. This movie looks intriguing and creepy as hell. It's the new movie by Scott Derrickson, co-written by C. Robert Cargill, which if you listen to podcasts in the late 2000s, and you listen to Spill, he was Carlisle, which it's amazing that the career this guy has had after that, his work in like an animation and voiceover. This is their new film. It is... Ethan Hawke is in it. It seems to be about... it almost looks like The Lovely Bones if Susie outsmarted the bad guy before it was too late. It's kind of an interesting premise. It's like this kid, he has a black phone. He's abducted by like a child abductor, and he has like a black phone that when he answers it, it's the ghosts of the guy's former victims helping him like outsmart the bad guy. Looks really interesting. Really very good. Morbius, we've talked about it before. It is coming out in January. We'll check it out. Scream or Scream 5. Let's go. I'm in. Sidney Prescott, of course I have a gun. Yeah. Can't wait. American Underdog, talked about it. Really excited, especially as the St. Louisian. Speaking of Joey Pants, The Matrix Resurrections. Can't wait. Looks awesome. Eternals, you talked about it. Looks great. Already got my ticket. The Kingsman. Can't wait to see it. Last one's one that's intriguing. Nightmare Alley. The new Guillermo del Toro film, not Antlers, the other one. This looks excellent. It looks really, really weird. Bradley Cooper's in it. Looks really, really good. Like kind of like a creepy, old-fashioned. Like it looks like it's set in like the 1900s or 1910s. Looks really good. And was there trauma? No, there was not. They do like the epilogue, like this is what happened after, but otherwise, no. Once the credits roll, it's over. So we'll be back. I think the next time we'll be back is looking like Dune. Friday night. Let's talk about it. And probably something, maybe do a video sooner than that. Maybe Star Wars review. I'll try to do that this week. And then we will be talking Dune, Last Night in Soho, My Hero Academia, Eternals, God Willing, The French Dispatch. I really want to see that one. Yeah, that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all. I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. My level of class dismissed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. Go see The Last Duel. It's really good. And if you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does. That's what you're supposed to do. I want to find me elsewhere. Reviews, lists, and other fun stuff, including my ongoing 31 movies of Halloween. Check me out on letterboxd.com at Grant the Movie and TV Guy. Go see The Last Duel. And thank you all. Take care. Bye. Have a good night.